Good morning, everybody. We're recording this, so this is going to be live. And in case anybody misses it, we're going to have it on Twitter. We're here today with Silo Finance, and we're going to be covering a variety of topics as well, including the Bitcoin halving, the latest news on Ethereum, my missed trade, which I'm crying on the inside about, and my money, which is being held hostage currently. So, good morning, everybody. I'd like you to welcome Tenzent to the show. How's it going today, sir?
Good. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. So I've talked about Silo to the audience several times before, but I think we're going to go into a little bit more in depth and with some examples. I've got some GNS that's just happens to be on my wallet that isn't doing anything right now. So I'd like to kind of get an overview of your protocol, and kind of get some ideas of what just I can do with my Gainsies that are idle right now. So if you would like to tell us about Silo briefly, we would love to hear about it.
Yeah. So, Silo, we're a risk-isolated lending platform, and what that means is that when you look at something like an Aave or a Compound, they are kind of like more like a money market fund where like all of the assets are intermingled together, right? Aave cannot list a bad asset because if it does, the entirety of the liquidity is at risk. So they're only as strong as their weakest asset. So in Silo, rather than have this one large pool with everything inside of it, we create individual pools for every asset. And that allows us great flexibility because now we can be granular about how much liquidity is dedicated to which market. And that allows us to launch markets for long tail assets such as gains. Um,
Awesome.
yeah.
So,
And well,
go,
I guess I should also mention that Gains is receiving Arbitrum STIP rewards. So that is most
yeah,
definitely.
through your product, we're getting some STIP reward exposure through Silo Finance. So if we go to the Silo Finance, which is app.silofinance, and we come to your market, we're actually getting Arbitrum rewards, or is it a different token?
It's Arbitrum rewards.
Awesome.
Flat
So
Arbitrum.
flat out Arbitrum, perfect. So you mentioned Aave a moment ago, as an example, as a weakest asset, weakest link product. Well, I am a victim of Aave right now. I am a victim. They are holding my money hostage. So I've had to sit here for several weeks and look at the market run away from $10,000 that I have sitting on the sidelines. If anybody in the audience doesn't know, there was a security incident on Aave whereby they locked multiple pools on Arbitrum, Avalanche, Optimism, and Polygon. I myself am a victim. So, could something like that happen to Silo? Could the protocol lock down everybody's funds everywhere?
No, the protocol cannot, you know, appropriate your funds. I mean, the protocol can stop activity in it through a vote, right? But that's just essentially for people to withdraw. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, generally, it's also like if a silo is stopped, that is isolated to that market, right? So like for example, we have some markets if you go like that we have stopped. Well, we haven't stopped, right? The markets are non-upgradable, and we don't have control over them, right? So if you could scroll all the way down, but so like these markets are like being shut down for either low liquidity, and we really just recommend to users like, hey, we've recognized like the DEX liquidity has significantly decreased, and we're like telling them, hey, we recommend that you withdraw. But we also
From
like
the
to really keep users in the know of like what risks they are taking. So we do have like an analytics page that will show you, for example, if a Uniswap V3 Oracle is used, which is not it's just in some of our markets. But if you
okay
go all the way up and then you click on analytics,
analytics.
next
Oh,
to our
okay,
TVL left.
gotcha.
Yeah. So if you go in there and you can look at any market that you want, it'll tell you the health. You can see people's positions, and it'll tell you also if it's using a UniV3 Oracle. Under rating, it will tell you um, the manipulation cost. But I believe GNS is Chainlink, so it's not really
Gotcha.
something that
For
you
this
guys have to
particular
worry about.
application. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Awesome. And
yeah.
this is a very cool stats page. I didn't know. I never clicked on analytics here and took a look at it. So it tells us the complexity of the asset. Manipulation complexity would cost 18 million to pump, 1.8 million to dump.
I
Market
believe that's
oracle price.
actually 18. Well, no, yeah, yeah. Okay, that seems correct. But no,
But
because
that's in GNS, or is that in
right,
dollars?
that's in dollars.
Okay, gotcha.
But I believe that's for the backup Oracle because GNS uses Chainlink now.
I see. Gotcha. So very cool.
You can
So
see
I have.
outstanding positions too. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah,
Sorry, you can see outstanding positions as well in the fourth tab there,
I
and
see.
it's kind of everyone's statistics.
So what can I do? Let me go back to the actual silo for gains. Now, all right, so I could deposit and get 3.2% ARB rewards. So that way, if I'm going to deposit my GNS, I'm getting something for it. Obviously, most people want to stay with their gains in the protocol because our APR is roughly 7%. But let's suppose I need money for something. If I need money, I can deposit my GNS here on Arbitrum, and then I can withdraw in any of these three assets. Is that accurate?
You can withdraw from an asset that you didn't deposit, right? So if you deposit GNS, you can essentially borrow out Ethereum and USDC, and you'll notice that the USDC pool has ARB incentives as well, which means that there is plenty of liquidity available.
I see.
So
Yes, quite a bit. So I could loop my GNS easily. I could deposit my GNS, get a little bit reward for it, and if I want more exposure to the protocol, I could long GNS by taking some USDC at 4.8% interest and going to Uniswap and grabbing more GNS. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's and you have lots of liquidity for this. I mean, not millions, but for small users like me, there's plenty of liquidity here that I can go in and start looping my GNS and actually get some more exposure to the product.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we also see a lot of users take it even a step further. This is like something I did for a little bit, but like for example, in the GNS silo, right? If you have GNS, you can borrow out the USDC, right? You could swap
Okay,
it for DAI, and you could put it in the GDAI pool, right?
I see.
And so
Yes,
since the borrow cost is less than the GDAI APR, you are earning the difference in between the
and you're
rates.
not
And
getting any volatility that's going to liquidate you on that side of the trade, on the DAI side, because GDAI is stable and it's DAI and you're taking USDC out, so that side of the trade is pretty safe.
right, right, yeah. And another thing that you can do also is we have a lot of high USDC deposit rates. So you can take that USDC and deposit it in a different pool that you deem that you want to be a counterparty to. And there's
I
wrap stake ETH
see.
and ARB and those, and essentially you can arbitrage the yield there and earn a sizable amount more than you would otherwise.
I got you. Yeah, so you're exposing yourself to a little bit of risk by depositing your GNS, but you're getting USDC, which is stable, and then you're getting in another pool. Right,
Mhm.
perfect. That's very interesting. So I can get exposure to any number of these assets. Now, while you're here, can you tell me about your own token? What does it do? What is its function in your protocol?
Yeah, I mean currently it's a governance token. We also have a fee on all interest rate, all interest generated. So it's around 25% of all interest. And Yeah, I mean, right now we're working on a tokenomics revamp that will be coming with our V2. So we're in their first audit for that. We haven't really revealed too much about it, but we do have a hefty amount of liquidity. We have some well incentivized pools on Camelot, Curve, Balancer, and obviously we do have the Silo as well, which has a good amount of liquidity that you can borrow out.
Awesome, awesome. And I have a visual example here for people who don't understand the silo system. If one of your silos falls apart, the other silos are perfectly safe and protected. So this could be my GNS in the background here, and this could be another silo which is isolated, falling down, falling over, busting, but my GNS is going to be perfectly safe in case there's an
Exactly.
attack on another silo. And that's what I want. I don't want my GNS at risk. It's my long-term hold. I don't want to be a victim of a protocol-wide failure. So to me, that's pretty comforting to know that the different assets that y'all have are individually isolated from each other. So that gives me a peace of mind. Plus, I saw your audit page. Y'all have a lot of audits under the belt. So, is there anything you could briefly tell me about? Have y'all had any major security incidents, or has things been pretty smooth? Because I see y'all have got four different components here to your audit.
Yeah, no, we haven't had any code incidents, and we're non-upgradable as well, so that's good because the code can't be changed after the fact when you're non-upgradable. Um, so yeah, I mean ABDK, QuantStamp, obviously both incredible firms, very helpful. And then Certora, which is something that is it's actually not an audit, it's called formal verification, and it has been a phenomenal tool. I would say it's like worth its weight in gold. Like incredible tool. We use it for anything that we code after the fact. We always use Certora, and of course we have our Immunify bounty.
Yes, awesome, awesome, very cool, man. I appreciate you telling us a little bit more about the product because I've briefly touched on it, but I think having you here to kind of discuss it a bit deeper is important. And if anybody has any thoughts or concerns, please ask in the chat while Tenzin is with us. Because if you have any questions about the product, it seems pretty simple to me. But if there are any questions about the product, I'd love to see while we have him here on the show if y'all get those answered. But I'll definitely be looping a little bit of my gains to get more exposure through the product because it seems like a good idea. Or maybe I'll loop it and get some exposure to some of the high interest on one of these pretty safe pools like WBTC or ARB. I mean, that's pretty nice. I like your ideas. If there's any other degenerate ideas you know of, please feel free to share.
Yeah, I would say for GNS specific, another thing that you can do, right, is if you deposit USDC into this pool, you're opening up more credit for GNS depositors, but then you can simultaneously borrow GNS and you could deposit it into the GNS staking pool. With the GNS
And
staking pool, I believe prints like 9%.
yeah, we're getting 7 to 8% on Arbitrum, 10% on Polygon. But do you have a? We only have an Arbitrum pool, if I'm not mistaken, on Silo, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, perfect. If you want to get in some of those rewards, long gains with your USDC, but still have some of that safety in the USDC there. I mean, that's plus. Look at that interest rate. That is great. That's pretty nice.
So I'm sorry for interrupting. So in the silo, you can deposit all of these three assets. Like, could I deposit USDC and earn 15.5 APR?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, wow.
That APR is also isolated to GNS, so that's only for USDC depositors for GNS.
Wow,
Perfect.
that's really nice.
Yeah, and I like that we have tie into ETH as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ETH supplies are a bit low, but we might shuffle some incentives around to start incentivizing ETH deposits more as well.
Yeah, and this is perfect. I like the setup. It's simple. The isolated issue, being isolated from other pools is important. You can borrow all kinds of stuff in Aave, but again, like you said, the risk there is that something happens. In my case, I lost access to my funds. If another one of your silos goes bankrupt because of a tokenomics issue with the underlying asset, I don't have to worry about it as a GNS staker. I'm just going to be happily and comfortably here. And your interest rates are great, man. This is awesome. Awesome tools for show the Gainesians who might have some spare USDC or ETH that aren't earning good yield because really Aave was giving me like until they had the issue they actually pay good yield now, but it's locked away. But prior to that, it was only like 3% or something. It wasn't that great. So this is obviously a better play for me as well. So I'll definitely be looking at this after the show.
Yeah, and if there's any strategizers out there that we have a lot of Arbitrum native and like very the liquid tokens that you're going to find are listed on Silo. So if you can think of all the different use cases for all these tokens, right? You can achieve a strategy that is essentially delta neutral by backing it with USDC and taking these coins and using them in whatever systems they have. Personally, for example, one thing that I do, I deposit a combination of ETH and USDC into the Pendle pool. I borrow out Pendle and I drop it in the M Pendle pool for like 40% APY or something.
Cool, awesome. Well, we're definitely going to be sharing this with our guys here who you need some money too, and you just need a loan, do it here. If you don't want to be the gen, do it here and get some money for your GNS. Because I sold a lot of GNS way back when for a lawnmower. Okay, if you believe it or not, it's fine, I guess, ultimately, but it kind of hurt when we hit $12 on Binance, and I thought, man, my lawnmower is worth like $5,000 now, but it's just a cheap junker. So I'm sorry, lawnmower, if you heard me, it's out there somewhere. Yeah, so obviously I could have just taken a loan out, not incurred a taxable event, got some USDC and paid it back. So really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, thank you for coming on the show. You're welcome to stay. Unless you have anything else you want to kind of talk about with us, we're going to be going on to the next topic, which is the various news events around crypto. And Vess, I believe, has something he wants to show us as well. And again, if you guys have any questions, please shout out, please, to Tenzent while he's here.
Yeah, no, I'll stay on the call. Maybe I'll hop on in and a couple things.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Anything you wanted to touch on, please do. So, Vess,
well,
did you want me to share? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was just gonna say just to check us out, and we're 80 million on Arbitrum right now, but also our Ethereum and Llama version, especially our Llama version, secures another 220 million. So you're looking at over 300 million PVL within Silo that's been protected for 14 months of the protocol being online, and obviously we have a ton of security audits. We actually have another security audit that I didn't mention that's with chain security for a different integration with Curve and Convex vaults, right, where we can create markets for those, provided that there is a good underlying price provider. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling.
No, man.
Thank you guys for having me, and
yeah.
You guys are welcome also anytime in our Discord. We're very active there. So
I appreciate it, man. Your protocol looks like you have got a great future ahead of it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tenzent.
Yeah, so Vess, if you want to share your screen and show us what you were wanting to show everybody so eagerly.
Yeah, I can do that. You have to stop sharing your screen.
I learned so much today. Okay, let's see it, Vess.
Wait, let me just find.
I like to preface this by saying that I tried to do this, but I could not.
I hope this.
Right,
yeah, this is the right one.
Who the heck? Did you see in the guest list here? Brian's lawnmower is present.
Oh wow.
Okay, well, anyway, moving on. So, Vess, I am looking at your screen now.
Yeah. So, So, I wanted to show. I need someone that. The first person who posts their address in the chat gets 10 GNS.
The first person who posts their address in the chat gets 10 GNS. All right, go. Hurry up, guys. Who's got it? Who can get it first? I don't know. Okay, there. Dang it. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying. I wasn't fast enough. I didn't even get a chance to try.
Okay, but you can see you can see Chrome, right?
Yeah, I see your Chrome. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. So there is this this product that I've been using. I don't know, almost since I can't remember when I started using it, but it's called SideShift. SideShift. And it's this. I don't really know how to describe it because it's you don't have to connect your wallet. You don't have to sign up or anything like that. So it's
no wallet
kind
connect.
Yeah. So it's kind of decentralized exchange in that way. You can obviously, because I've connected my wallet now, but that's just to make things easier. And so they have all these assets listed that you can that you can shift between, as they call it. So you have, for example, you have stable coins. You have let's see, DeFi. They listed us. We didn't have to pay anything. About, I can't remember when, maybe a year ago or something like that.
Oh, I see.
So they listed GMX and Gains and some other, I can't remember, but it's been kind of bugging me because they didn't have Arbitrum, like GNS and Arbitrum. So the other day, I can't remember what I was doing, but I was like just late. I can't remember it, but just on a whim, I went to their Telegram. They're usually very helpful, and they have this what's it called?
Chat box.
Yeah. So like if you have if there's a problem with like something doesn't go through or whatever, you can just talk to them here and they solve everything. But to get to the point, so what I can do, because I'm connected with my wallet, and let's say I want to send wait to check. Yeah, so I want to send sell him some. I want to sell him. I want to send him. Okay, wait. Okay, I have to send you more than than. Okay, I have.
What a
okay,
bonus.
let's say I want to send him 12 GNS on Arbitrum.
Okay.
So then I just click Shift.
And you haven't connected anything right now, correct?
No, I think I'm connected, but the thing is that you don't have to connect. You just have to send this amount to this address. So I could just
boom.
Yeah, so I mean, I could just you know, I could just do this without connecting. But just for like the sake of convenience, I can send here. So yeah, so okay. So
Boom,
now
awesome.
I sent him. That's why I had this, because I didn't want to do it if the gas was if the gas was really really high on Ethereum. But yeah, so that's essentially how you use SideShift. It's one of my like favorite ways to, like, if you for some reason want to maybe not send from one wallet to another directly, you can use this. And I mean, it's also because now since they have GNS on both Polygon and Arbitrum, you could use it as a bridge as well. You can see maybe it's not as beneficial as our native bridge, since obviously they have to take like a cut, as you can see here. But yeah,
is this anonymizing? Does it anonymize your transaction?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like Tornado Cash. Like, it's not a tumbler per se, because you could still. I mean, you could. It's easier if you want to. What's the word? Trace trace the money. It's kind of easier to do here than on Tornado Cash, because Tornado Cash is like that's like a proper tumbler, because that's the use case they have. But yeah, SideShift is not. That's not what it is.
Okay,
but yeah,
so I could use this with.
Yeah, you could. Or obviously, since I don't think it's available in the US, unfortunately.
I have this thing called VPN, and I'll try it.
Yeah.
Don't tell
So
anyone.
yes, so it's very useful. Both like, I mean, if you for whatever reason, obviously, don't buy drugs on Silk Road or stuff like that, but maybe you just you don't want to let someone know where the money came from. You can use this.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good use case.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
just like what you did, because
yeah.
now Salem can't see your personal address, your trading address, whatever you're using. He can't see anything. He just got his money. He just got his GNS.
Yeah.
Confirm, Salem. Did you get your Gainsies? Confirm.
It usually it takes like a few minutes, depending on like from where you're sending. Like if you're sending from Polygon to, or if you're sending maybe from Ethereum to Arbitrum or maybe another chain that's not EVM.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes a bit longer, but I mean usually it takes like 10 minutes or something. If it doesn't work, you can just click this button and someone will be with you. I don't know if I'm unlucky, but usually they respond very quickly and they've solved like all of the issues that I had. So yeah, and yeah, we just we partnered with them like a few days ago. It's basically just because I wanted to be able to send something and receive GNS and Arbitrum. But obviously, this I know that we have, at least on Telegram, we have a lot of people using SideShift. So
awesome.
hopefully this will be beneficial to them as well. Other than that, the only thing that I have to report, yeah, it's that my latest trade actually closed in profit. So
Amazing.
yeah, yeah,
It's gonna turn around. It's just you're
yeah,
always one trade away from making it all back.
yeah. No,
Always.
it's always like that. I don't know why. I'm not sure whether I should trade. Wait, this is okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe. Yeah, okay. Maybe I shouldn't open a trade today. Maybe I should, or should I?
I don't know. I feel like, it's one of those points in time where you feel like I put in a trade, I did good, but then he closed it. Like you're proud of yourself, and then it just
Yeah,
keeps going up. Because I did
yeah,
not see the ETF news on Ethereum hitting when it did. Because as you can see from the show's box art, I sat on the sidelines as the God Candle re-erupted
yeah.
from the Nether.
I'll turn it back to you, so you can share your screen.
Alrighty, I'm ready. I'm ready to show everybody my misery and my sadness. All right, boom, we got it up. Everybody see it. I'm not echoing everybody into oblivion. So yeah, my trade on gains was, I just died a little bit inside because of where Ethereum went. I had a good trade. Let me go to my history real quick and show y'all what I did. I'm proud of it. I got a 38%. Vest beat me with his 68 or whatever, 66%. I got a 38%. Said, "Oh, I did great for myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to close this because I think Ethereum looks toppy." But then it wasn't. Then the news hit that Ethereum was not toppy, in fact, and in fact, BlackRock filed for an ETF. As you see here, Crypto News highlights BlackRock plans to create an Ethereum ETF. The filing with Nasdaq reveals Coinbase as the custodian for ETH. ETH's price surged following the news, underlining the market's positive response to institutional involvement. Dang it! Dang it! I missed it. I didn't see it coming, and I sat on the sidelines while it shot up another $100. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I only had a few $100s to play with. It wasn't life-changing money. In the grand scheme of things, I've got a portfolio that is fairly heavy in ETH. In the grand scheme of things, I'm going to be fine. But it sucked. It sucked and it felt bad, and I felt bad, and you should feel bad too for me. That's what I think. So,
Yeah.
aside from that trade, which I've failed to capture, Robinhood is bringing some new stuff to the EU and the UK. Coinbase bolsters its credibility by adding national security experts to its team. So this is it. This is the run. This is the run. When I first got into Bitcoin years ago, I saw people on the news and clips on YouTube that institutional money is coming. Institutional money is coming. It's here, and this is the run. This is going to be the run for the ages, I believe. I think we've got all the things aligning. The Bitcoin halving, in fact, is in 158 days. We're going to get a surge, hopefully a surge of money moving in to the ETF space and Bitcoin and Ethereum and then other layer twos. Layer twos are pumping everywhere. Even oh, go ahead.
I have to say, if you go back to Twitter,
I'm here.
So as someone who's an admin and a moderator on Discord and Telegram crypto groups, the fourth point seems quite good.
Indian authorities made 18 arrests in a 300 million crypto scam with 4 cops among the suspects. Investigations continue, and the alleged mastermind remains at large. So, Bess, have you had less scams attempting to attack our people? Have you noticed?
No, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of constant. I made a new. I've set up Rose on Telegram, so she's a bit. She bans people and mutes them a bit more aggressively.
But
yeah, if the ringleader remains at large, maybe it's too early to. I don't know how you say it in English. Too early to
celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate.
Party? Okay, what would be the Swedish equivalent phrase? Just lay it on me. Give it to me in Swedish too.
I'm not sure what's it called. What's it called in Swedish? Like, it's.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot.
Like,
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
When you shouldn't celebrate until. Wait, how do you say it in Swedish? Wait,
until the meatball hits the pan. Until the meatball hits the plate. Is that it?
I'm gonna ask my wife. Just give me like a minute or so.
No problem. All right. So when you have that, come back to us so we can discuss the proper saying. So I saw the Ethereum supply took a nosedive in other points of our market. It really started getting heavy, hot and heavy, burning minus 7,696, 7,714 Ethereum in 7 days. We went from positive issuance, bam, down and down hard. So our little ecosystem is still safe, even though this year we're going to get all kinds of FUD as the gas prices hit max and people are locked out, and Solana this, ICP that. All these different alternate layer ones are just going to be all over the place, but I've still got my money on ETH, even though we lock up pretty tighter than a mermaid when we hit a lot of activity. I think gas is, it's secondary to the hype. We're going to be burning ETH for a long time, and then of course we've got the new EIPs that are launching and should reduce gas. Speaking of which, I heard the dev team for Gains is also making good progress on that, and we should see some reduced gas prices in the future with a future update. So keep in mind, we are going to be working with a more efficient Ethereum and a more efficient Gains protocol in the future. Hopefully that'll lead us to allow lower positions on Arbitrum.
I'm back. I'm back. By
okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So the literal translation from Swedish is don't yell hey until you're over the stream. Like the stream as in water, like body of water.
Not the Discord stream.
Not the Discord stream.
But a stream. So okay,
So,
don't yell hey till you're over the stream.
I know there's like an equivalent. And by the way, sorry for derailing every stream that we have with
We need more of this in our lives, Best.
random anecdotes.
You're my only source of culture. As an American, you're my only source of foreign culture. Did you know that?
I didn't. I do this, by the way, in our like in our internal meetings as well. I'm probably the reason we haven't. I probably delayed like development by, I don't know, maybe a week, maybe two, maybe a month.
I'm over Sweden right now. I don't need any more culture. Thank you. No, I'm joking.
But okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking.
No, you're good. Wow. So I think I get the term. I get it, because you don't want to call somebody hey when they're across the river, because there's a giant river, and are rivers in Sweden large and violent? Because some of our rivers here in South Texas are just like tiny, and I could be like hey, and I'll just step over the stream, and I'll be there. But I'm guessing this is some massive river.
Wait, I'm gonna try to find the English. Okay. So I don't know. Does this sound familiar? Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That is in common usage here in Burgerlandia.
Okay. Good.
So, yes, I like the term. I'm going to use that in my speech, in my my common topics when I talk to other people in America. I'm going to be like, don't yell hey till you cross the river, dude. And they're just going to look at me, and I'm just going to be like, I'm more cultured than you. So, anyway. Arbitrum DAO STIP reproposal. I would like to thank Tenzent. He was one of the people that kind of helped spread the word during the last Arbitrum STIP for us. He kind of contacted some people in his purview to tell him, hey, let's put some votes out. Obviously, it didn't work at that time, but those votes are in here with us right now. Where's Gaines? What is all this? Where's Gaines? Here we are. So any of those votes that he and his team scratched up for us, they're in this back fund protocol here, because we got the votes enough to put us at where we wanted with the STIP that was left over. So we're going to be getting something, of course, if we get the STIP approved. Currently, it's sitting at something like 99% for. Let me go back up the top here. 98.23%. So there are 604,000 votes, 1.45% that are against. These people are awful, and I wish their Cheerios would get soggy faster than anyone else's Cheerios. Because why? Okay, obviously, as a Gaines person, I want to be funded with some STIP protocol stuff and some ARB, but I mean, I saw a lot of products in here that I thought, man, these guys are really building something cool, yet so many of them were not able to do anything about it. So we just kind of sat on the sidelines and watched Arbitrum run away from us, but no more. I think in the grand scheme of things that Gaines and many other protocols and products are going to get funded for this round. And why wouldn't you? We want the ecosystem as a whole to grow. So let's innovate together and let's get this passed so that we can grab some funds, other products can grab some funds, and we can make Arbitrum the place to be for DeFi for these next 6 to 12 months, because dang, we can do a lot. We can do a lot with this fund. So I think Monday is when I heard it's going to be voted on or finalized or something along those lines, as what Sam was saying. So Monday or Tuesday. So we should have some good news at that point. So everybody with the sad frowning face, you turn those frowns right upside down, and they're going to be happy. Yeah, so let me close out the Aave. I'm just so salty about Aave. I should have put my money in Silo, obviously. But I was looking at some trades for this week, and I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna do a PayPay. Dang it, a PayPay play. In case anybody doesn't remember, I was calling it PP, and everyone was yelling at me. Everybody was yelling at me, except Vess. You just took it, so thank you. But I mean, I see, it's hot right now, but if I zoom out, we're just barely scratching the surface of what PayPay could do. So I might try an altcoin this time, because look, we had a nice bull flag here. We had something that was another flag of some type, and it just kind of meandered until boom, we have another kind of a bull flag shape. I feel like I can make some money on this. We've got some other products. We don't currently have Bitcoin on the chart, but it looks like a good, if you're not going to use gains, because I don't think we have Bitcoin right now, Harry Palmer Obama Sonic 10 in you, then this might be a good play just to hold. GMX, our competitor, doing pretty good for itself. I think part of that is the STIP, but if we get it too, we're going to help incentivize our traders as well. Link, dang man, I feel like it looks a little toppy. My personal rule is that if it looks like a rocket ship taking off, I don't buy it. So Sol is a perfect example. Of course, I'm salty. I missed a long trade on that. But just before the stream, this last candle wasn't here. I felt like Sol kind of looked like that rocket has taken off. As you see that hard turn upwards, and then boom, we don't have another flag. We're gonna start head and shoulders. We're gonna come down. We're gonna do the shoulder up, a leg up, and then we're just gonna come right down. I can't say when or how hard it's gonna fall, but there's a ton of people that have been stacking Sol for a long time, and they're going to be taking profits on this puppy. So I don't feel, maybe it'd be a good time to short after the second wave or third wave here of the shoulder. Maybe this is the first shoulder head, and we're going to get another shoulder here soon. Maybe when we kind of pump, it'd be a good time to short. But how long and how far should you short Sol? Because it's got a lot of power lately. I don't know. Another trade I was looking at was Arbitrum. Arbitrum has a nice, slow and steady 45-degree climb. It doesn't look like it's topped yet. But in case anybody in the audience hadn't heard, we are having some discussions that Arbitrum might have staking for the ARB token, so you can get some real yield for the ecosystem. So that would be a perfect reason to do a long, low leverage play for me. I don't have a lot of luck doing your 20, 30, 40x trades. So for me, maybe a long, low leverage time frame trade would be good for ARB. I haven't decided yet. So I'm not going to do another play on Ethereum. I feel like I'm kind of missing some of the real hard upswings on the altcoin ecosystem. So perhaps I would do an ARB play because it's ARB season, right? So maybe long-term, low time frame for me on this one, something like 10x. But that's my idea for the trade currently. I'm not sure if anybody else in the audience has anything that they have. Tenzent, it's never too late for what? What did I miss? You
said
alpha
you should have. I said you said you should have been in Silo instead of Aave. I said never too late, Brian.
No, I know. I'm removing from Aave as soon as the stream is over, or as soon as they unlock. I think it's today or Monday. I'm getting that money out, and I'm going to put it to work on Silo because I don't see Aave just don't have the returns, and then they locked me up, and I'm just salty. I'm so salty.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm going to do
friendship ended.
Friendship ended with Aave. I mean, for Pete's sake, they've never had a security incident that I can remember. And then the week I want to use my $10,000 Enos, bam, sorry, denied, locked up, goodbye. We threw away the key, kept me in the dark. So I'm salty. So yeah, that said, I'll do it. Maybe I'll do the ARB, low leverage, long time frame, Arbitrum. Let's hope that they get some new ideas as to how they're going to stake, and I'm game. I'm signing into my ledger now, and we're going to do market long. Low long, 10x. It's not life-changing, but it'll boost my money because I pulled this money right from my bank account this morning. So I'm signing it right now. And yes, I'm a sinner. I'm not using one click. Bam. There it is. I'm on Polygon, by the way. Polygon, doing a 10x long time frame, no stop loss ARB trade. So let's see what happens. Ooh, that one would have got me. You see this candle right here? Look at that puppy. I hope we don't have another one of those. But yeah, it's ARB season. Let's be ARB season then. Sorry, Polygon. Any other news that has hit that I'm not aware of, guys? Anybody in the chat have anything that they've seen lately? We've covered ultrasound money. We've covered the STIP. We talked about Bitcoin. Is there anything new? I can't play basketball. Maybe people haven't noticed, Gainzilla, our Gains intern account, is now live. He is chatting up a storm. So please like and follow Gainzilla if you haven't already. He's got some pretty good content, and he's going to be out there pushing for us and trying to go viral. So he's doing a good job, very good. Whereas the official account is a little conservative and doesn't always post the spicy memes. I think Gainzilla has a little bit better, more leeway in doing so than the official account, because we want to be professionals on the official account. And then me and Vess can't be too spicy because we're employees.
Maybe you can link your.
Yes, I will add him. Where the heck do I? What?
No, just like copy the. Yeah.
I was gonna say open parentheses what, and there we go, guys. Follow the Gains intern, if you will, because they are part, not directly, but they're just one of the facets of our ecosystem now that is new. And as far as Gains itself, we've got a few minutes left. Let's talk about what's coming up. I think people saw the 6.4.2, and some people jumped the gun and thought that, hey, we're going to have our partials out. It's not quite ready for partials yet, so don't jump down my throat, guys. But 6.4.2 is going to be a nice update. Should release any day now, and I'm not putting a time frame on it. I just said any day now. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be a few days from now. But I think that's going to help us out a lot by changing some of the open interest parameters that will make us more competitive. And I'm just going to leave it general and leave it flat at that. As you know, sometimes when you go on a hot pair that has a big, heavy side, it can be a little more expensive. In this case, Rune, for example, it's not that bad, 0.0017. But on the short side, nothing. You'd pay nothing for shorting Rune right now if you wanted to. But as some of you guys know, some of these altcoins with not a lot of liquidity and just a really heavy side on them can be a little pricey to trade sometimes. So what's coming with the next update is going to really help with that. So everything I pick is the same example. It's 0.0017. So I'm doing a bad job right now, but man, what is going on with Yiffer Finance? Anyway, so I can't find a good example. They're all kind of the same at the moment. But
if you sort
we all
by
know.
24-hour, 24-hour. Oh, okay, you already have it.
Yeah.
Maybe link. I don't know.
Link. Yeah, this one's kind of heavy. This one's pretty heavy. You're paying a decent fee there. So it has to do with the volatility and all this other math stuff that I cannot simply explain without feeling like an idiot, because Seb would be better at it. He would tell us all the math that would make sense. But maybe it doesn't make sense to you, and maybe it's magic math like it is to me. But yeah, it's going to change some things. So hopefully we'll get a lot more motility out of our from aggregators and traders on our main channel here. We'll be happier with the trades as they open without being so skewed. That said, if you are not currently trading on LOOONG, they are running a short, very small trading competition of $2,000 worth of GNS and I believe USD, if I recall, or their native token maybe. So if you're trading over here, be sure to, or if you're trading in general, you can use LOOONG and be a part of that competition. Let's see if we have the rewards. No, LOOONG to the medium around here somewhere. Sorry, this is tacking on to make our show last the whole hour, guys. Anyway, somewhere around here, they would be showing the trading competition. And it's by volume. So if you're a big whale trader, or even just bigger than the current people trading on LOOONG, and you're trading frequently with Gains, you can be eligible for the prize pool for trading on LOOONG. So again, if you want to do that, make sure you switch over to the collateral of DAI, and then Gains opens up for you, and you can use us exclusively for your liquidity on this aggregator website here, LOOONG, one of our partners. So I'll post the details in the chat because I don't have it with me ready and available, which is my fault. I knew about it, but I didn't cover it on the show timely enough. But yeah, $2,000 is $2,000. It's like $20 is $20, really. Like, why not? If you're going to trade, do it here. I just killed a mosquito and I feel like a badass.
Well,
all right.
They have mosquitoes in November.
Yes, there are mosquitoes alive in my territory currently at this time. Correct. Vess is never coming to America.
Yeah, I was just gonna say another reason for me to never go to Texas.
But I mean, it's Texas.
They never bite me though, like mosquitoes. I don't know if I told you this. That they
Yes,
like I
you
never
mentioned
get
it, yes.
Yeah, so I never get sick. Like I never get a cold or any flu or anything, and mosquitoes never bite me unless unless there are a lot of mosquitoes and I'm the only source of blood around. Then
I'm
maybe
kind
they
of worried.
bite me. So it's gotten to the point where I think there's something wrong with me, and like even bacteria and viruses, they don't want me as like their host body, body as never never mind.
Yes, that's the term.
So
No, the host.
yes,
It's the right term. So I'm
okay.
kind of worried though. If you came over here,
I
would it
mean,
be like the first time we come in contact with the Indians and you get the cold, the flu, COVID-19, and then the mosquitoes bite you crazily? That would worry me a little bit.
it might be, but like the last time I had like a cold and a fever was when I moved to London, but that was, I don't know, like 15 years ago or even more. Then I got, I don't know, like I guess the British my body wasn't accustomed to the British virus or bacteria or whatever.
Their food.
So so I had a cold and a fever for like 1 or 2 days or something. But yeah, other than that, maybe I have some kind of super blood, or maybe there is something terribly wrong with me. I don't know.
If you're still alive, I think you're good. I mean, if you made it
Yeah,
this far, I think you're about my age. So I'm not telling
yeah,
you what my age is, guys. So sorry. I act a lot younger than I am, and that's kind of crazy and
yeah,
sad at the same time. I'm this hyper in real life, yes. So, well, that's good to know, Vess. I'm glad if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm going to call you up and make sure that you can survive the bite. And if you have
yeah.
no effects, we're going to have to get you to some scientist that can save us, because I don't have enough bullets for a zombie apocalypse right now. I'm negligent Texan. I've just got a few. So.
I I just realized I have one last thing that I can derail the stream with.
Absolutely.
It's I learned this from my nutritionist and personal trainer. His name is Yuri. He's only on Telegram. We kind of contained him in a containment chat on Telegram. Anyway, so he's a nutritionist and a personal trainer now, and he told me that it's actually good for you to like donate blood, because something with like your levels of iron. Maybe you know about this already, Brian. That it's good. It's good for you to get rid of some blood. I tried to. I asked what's it called? ChatGPT.
Okay,
How?
what did it say?
Yeah, because I don't want to give my blood away. I just want to like get rid of the blood. But apparently there's no safe way of like blood. I
Bloodletting.
asked him. Yeah, I asked ChatGPT like how to bloodlet yourself, but it insisted that it shouldn't give me any medical advice. I tried to like trick it, but yeah, I guess I can't do it myself.
Well, I don't know what I clicked on. I'm going to click on Gronk and I'm going to ask it for medical advice. I bet you it will give me. So, so this is just posted in our chat. Apparently,
Uh,
that we can now flip a GNS token. All right.
yeah. Did you make this in what's it called? 3JS. It looks.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT made it for me.
No, I
I'm going to
meant
flip it again.
I meant the guy. If
No,
you
no.
made it in.
Wow.
Okay.
Comes down, defies gravity, flies back up, and hits like a nuclear bomb. That's pretty great, dude. I like it.
Yeah.
We will show this to Seb, and he will like it as well, I think.
Yeah, really nice.
Perfect way to end the show on a coin flip, I guess. I don't know. I want to win.
Yeah.
I want to win again. But all right, so I will ask ChatGPT about bloodletting. I will, in fact, copy Jury's stuff, put it in ChatGPT, and see what it says. Oh God, that's not the way to end the show. And we will see what it says. So, guys, I appreciate everybody coming today. We're going to have this recorded and posted up on the Ginterns channel. And oh my God, no, please, no, Lord, no, not again. I just keep failing. I should have left it. This is why traders always lose more than they win. So we'll see y'all next week. I had a lot of fun today. Thank you, Tenzent, for coming on. Perfect. Here's where we're ending. For coming on the show. It's been wonderful, and thank you for telling us more about Silo, because it seems like it's a great alternative for us Arbians right now.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure listening. I think you guys are very entertaining, by the way. So I appreciate it.
We try to be. That's the whole point of this show. Dang it! Yeah, dang it! It's the whole point of this show. More people need to appreciate us.
And yeah, thank you from me as well, Tenzent, for joining us and telling us more about Silo. I'm definitely gonna check it out myself as well.
Let's Degen together.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
Guys.
So yeah, thanks. I guess that's it. So thank you everyone for joining us today or tonight or this morning or whatever time it may be. And yeah, hope to see you all next week.
Absolutely.
Weekend.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming. Bye-bye.
Bye.